I Am activity. Saint Germain Foundation. The I Am activity represents the original, permanent, and highest source of the Ascended Master's instruction on the great laws of life, as first offered to the Western world by the Ascended Master Saint Germain through his accredited messengers, Mr. and Mrs. Guy W. Ballard. In the early 1930s, the Ballards established Saint Germain Foundation and Saint Germain Press Incorporated, which under Saint Germain's guidance, have expanded into worldwide organizations that offer to mankind the true Ascended Master teachings on the great cosmic word, I Am. Saint Germain Foundation strives to keep the I Am Ascended Master instruction in its pure, unadulterated form, free from any human interpretation, personal monetary gain, or proselytizing, as it is a gift from the great Ascended Masters and cosmic beings to bring illumination and perfection to mankind. Hundreds of I Am temples and sanctuaries exist throughout the world, where the teachings are applied in I Am decree groups. The books of the Saint Germain series are available in many libraries, bookstores, or directly from Saint Germain Press. For further information, please contact Saint Germain Foundation, Saint Germain Press 11. Dedication. This series of books is dedicated in deepest eternal love and gratitude to our beloved Ascended Masters, Saint Germain, Jesus, Nada, the Great Divine Director, to the Great White Brotherhood, the Brotherhood of the Royal Teton, the Brotherhood at Mount Shasta, the Great Ones from Venus, and those other Ascended Masters whose loving help has been direct and without limit. Tribute. I am offering a tribute of love and gratitude to the great Ascended Masters and cosmic beings who have brought forth this Ascended Master instruction of the I Am. We give all we are and have, or ever hope to be or have, into their service of the light forever. The privilege of carrying their light to mankind is the greatest privilege that can ever come to any human being in this world, and never in all eternity could we give back to them a full balance for all they have given us, because there is no balance for eternal freedom, since it is the great mastery of life and the limitless power and perfection of all light. To know these great Ascended Masters and cosmic beings as we do, in their visible, tangible, living, breathing Ascended Master bodies, is worth all the struggle and suffering of all lives we have ever lived on this earth. They are wholly divine, absolutely limitless, free beings, and to have the privilege of their visits, instruction, and direction is the greatest joy that can come to anyone in this world, outside of his or her own ascension. The time is not far distant when once again, as in the former golden ages, they will move among mankind, known, loved and obeyed by all humanity, because of the help which they must release to this world, if it is to survive and fulfill life's plan for its perfection. Perfection is the goal of every person, place, condition and thing in this universe, and the Ascended Masters are the more advanced part of life, in the raising, perfecting activity for this world and all mankind. To know of these Ascended Masters, send your love to them, and give them your attention, means to draw back their great love, help and blessings into yourself and your world. To know them is to love them. To associate with them is to serve them and cooperate with them. To see them is to obey them in eternal, loving gratitude. To call to them is to draw their assistance to help consume all human limitations. To be in their blessed presence fills any sincere, constructive individual with just one overwhelming impulse, and that is to be all they are, and help others to become like them also. To the mighty I Am Presence, the great host of Ascended Masters, and great cosmic beings, belongs all credit, all power, all glory, all praise for the success of this mighty Ascended Master instruction of the I Am. This is their I Am activity and their power of light which sets mankind free. Humanity cannot survive on this earth without them and their help, for they have held the power of light throughout the ages, when mankind's destruction of each other would have destroyed even the planet and also the activities of nature upon it. To our beloved Ascended Master Saint Germain, be eternal, limitless love and gratitude, for giving mankind the light within the books of the Saint Germain series, and showing the individual how to use the law of life to attain perfection. May every human being on earth know who beloved Saint Germain really is, what he has done for the freedom of mankind, and how great his love pours out constantly for the freedom and perfection of all. Beloved Saint Germain is the law of freedom to this earth. He is the law of the violet ray to this earth. He is the power and the understanding which mankind must have of each one's individualized God presence, the mighty I Am, in order to complete the victory of the light which beloved Jesus came to reveal to the people of this world. Humanity has had almost 2,000 years to really obey beloved Jesus' commands, be ye perfect. Now are ye the sons of God. The things I do, all men shall do, and greater things shall ye do. Death is the last enemy to be overcome. Mankind has not understood nor obeyed beloved Jesus, or people would be more like him. Beloved Saint Germain loves him more than any unascended being can understand, and has brought forth in this ascended master instruction of the I Am, the practical application of the great creative word, I Am, and worship of God, which will set all free who are sincere and apply it. The ascended master's understanding and application of the great creative word of God, and the constructive use of all life gives us in this world, is the truest worship of God man can give, and is the completion of the work beloved Jesus began during his life on earth. Beloved Saint Germain guards America's cup of light to the earth, which must be maintained, because there is not enough light in the rest of the world at this time to hold the balance against war's destruction. The great divine director, whose mighty ascended master instruction of the I Am is contained in the discourses in this book, was beloved Saint Germain's master, and together with beloved Jesus, assisted him into the ascension. He is the great cosmic being who is the authority of the cosmic law to this earth, which means the law and activity of life and light in this world, in regard to holding the balance of constructive activities for the whole system of planets to which this earth belongs. That is why his light to America is so important at this time. He is called the Great Divine Director, because for more than 200,000 years he has been directing cosmic light rays to keep mankind from destroying itself, and nature's blessings to this earth completely. He is a most majestic being of such power, glory, and love as no words can describe, and through his marvelous discourses in this book may there go forth all the light America, and her people require to stop all destructive forces on this earth forever. Our all we give unto this great being of light, who has loved us so greatly that he left his cosmic activities to keep the people of earth from total destruction. To our beloved ascended messenger we also offer our eternal love, our gratitude, our all, for he was the only one on earth who was strong enough to open the door to the ascended master's octave of light, and hold guard over beloved Saint Germain's ascended master instruction of the I Am, until enough people could take hold of it and do their part, to hold the protection of light in America, until the ascended masters come through in their visible, tangible ascended master bodies to all. This glorious ascended master instruction of the I Am is brought forth for the protection of America's freedom, for the true worship of God, in the interest of the public good, and to bless all constructive activities of life forever. It is the true education of life and the spiritual culture of the people for the whole world, for every one in the world can make the ascension by applying the ascended master's instruction of the I Am, which these great beings of light and perfection have given. Forward. His book is given to the I Am students and mankind at the command of the great host of ascended masters and cosmic beings. They are offering their help to the people of America and the world who want freedom, divine justice, protection, supply, and the constructive way of life, enough to give their assistance in calling for the release of their fellow men from the destruction which is trying to engulf the earth. The great cosmic being known as the Great Divine Director dictated these discourses before classes of hundreds, and sometimes thousands of the I Am students at various places in the United States of America. He flashed his words in letters of living light before the eyes of our beloved ascended messenger, Guy W. Ballard, who then read and spoke aloud to the students in the room. This great blessed divine director is offering every possible help to the people of America, and the world who want freedom and divine justice to be the governing authority to the people of the earth. The power these great cosmic beings wield is without limit and beyond all words to describe. They are standing guard over the United States of America and all constructive activities in the world, to the degree that the people accept them. The people must cooperate by giving some of their own energy, which these great ones amplify by the great cosmic light rays, to stop the further destruction of mankind through continued war. The people must make the call to the mighty I Am presence, the great host of ascended masters and cosmic beings in order for the great cosmic law to act in this physical world to save them. The people who do not want to be destroyed must reach up to those greater than themselves for protection, because they cannot protect themselves just by human physical means. The mass of mankind cannot help themselves under the present world chaos, unless they will give these ascended master, I am, decrees. If they will do that, they will provide the opening through which the ascended masters can pour their cosmic light rays to overwhelm the viciousness and destruction raging through war. As one absorbs the electronic force, the heat and healing qualities from the sun's rays, by lying or sitting in the sun, just so can every human being receive the ascended master's power, light, qualities, protection and blessing. When the individual turns his or her attention to these great masters of almighty power, and through that, connect with their outpouring and help. Every word which the ascended masters speak is a cup of their pure energy, light, substance, power and qualities. All are powerfully charged to help the student accomplish the victory for which he or she calls. If the reader will still all feeling of discord within himself or herself, and notice the condition of his or her emotional body after reading one of these discourses, trying just to accept and cooperate with the help offered, the feeling within the individual will be proof enough of the power in the words and the help this great divine director wants to give. If the reader will place himself or herself in the position of the student, every possible help will be released, according to the requirements of the individual at the time. The great ascended masters and cosmic beings never cease to try to awaken mankind to the use of this law, so the people can help themselves. But the great law of the universe does not permit them to just pick humanity up, after centuries of disobedience and misuse of life's energy and gifts, and take them into perfection without any self-effort of obedience to the constructive way of life and the great divine law of balance in the universe. Each discourse carries a powerful radiation, and if the reader, or student will accept, give obedience, and expand the blessing offered by this mighty being, greater and greater miracles, marvels, wonders and blessings will come forth to enfold all. Only those who live and work now for the protection of all mankind who are constructive will be protected, for everyone must now give the assistance which saves all. The cosmic light is the ascended master's concentrated power of light to assist every constructive person and activity in the world. At this time, it also is binding destructive forces so they cannot keep expanding any farther. This ascended master activity of the I Am is the balance between religion and education, therefore, it is the best part of all that is constructive in both, and when one is educated in the ascended master's truth of the I Am, he knows that to worship perfection is the highest education of life. Since perfection can only come from the beloved mighty I Am presence and the ascended master's octave of life, which is God's realm of light, he attains spiritual culture by the true worship of God, and it can never come any other way. The great ascended master Saint Germain has told us that the books of the Saint Germain series in the ascended master's octave of light are bound in covers of jewels. So let us all accept and use the power and light which the great divine director offers, and draw to ourselves our own from within the light. The cosmic light is the activity of perfection. Let us all draw and call forth the ascended master's power and victory of light without limit, until mankind, the earth and its atmosphere are purified and free, and mankind no longer remembers how to destroy. Be an ambassador of light, to carry the light from the ascended master's octave of light, until all unlike its perfection is dissolved forever from the universe. Lovingly, I am Lotus Ray King. The Great Great Silence by Chanira. Episode 4. To the heart of the Great Great Silence, I now send my heart's deepest call. From the heart of the Great Great Silence, I draw light to bless and free all. All the power of the Great Great Silence, I feel and direct in my love. The secrets of the Great Great Silence, I draw forth, their miracles prove. The victory of the Great Great Silence, I command with every heartbeat. The wisdom from the Great Great Silence, can never on earth know defeat. The peace from the Great Great Silence, I hold now, for eternity. The legions from the Great Great Silence, I call to protect you and me. The blessed lords of the Great Great Silence, reign on earth now forevermore. All beings from the Great Great Silence, with our every breath, we adore. the scepter of the great silence, I wield to give earth cosmic light. Each one's sword from the great silence, is crystal and pure dazzling white. Life's crystal cup, the great silence, gives us strength and God's liquid light. The jewels from the great silence, reveal each one's power and height. The substance from the great silence, around us forevermore flows. The presence of the great silence, each heart craves and in silence knows. The angels from the great silence, hold the hands of all upon earth. The freedom from the great silence, gives mankind its great cosmic birth. Obedience to the great silence, brings God's justice and joy to man. Our heart's call to the great silence, brings to all the answer, you can. To abide in the great silence, gives such glory, no words can tell. So join us in the great silence, and in peace there, let us all dwell. Lo! The voice from the great silence, is now heard in life's full command, cosmic light, is the great silence, and wherever light is, I am. Remember all God is the silence, remember all power at hand. Remember all comes from the silence, whenever you know the I am. Now feel all the light in the silence, feel all of God's peace, in its stand. Now feel great God harmony ruling, now feel all his love take command. Now feel Saint Germain and our Godfrey, now feel blessed Jesus there too. Now feel all the great host of masters, ascended, the silence come through. Feel their arms reach out and enfold us, our freedom eternal bestow. They are real. They are true. Almighty. And all can their true presence know. They are all perfection, transcendent, the silence is their realm of light. Are all upon earth, they are master, man's only protection, God's might. So we call to the great silence, to open its heart to us now, pour through our hearts all its great victory, the light to which all earth must bow. Lo! A friend from the great silence, answers now our earnest heart call. See! He comes. A great blazing being. To awaken and help us all. His love is so great in its power, his own heart enfolds us in flame, and his glorious cosmic light rays cut us free in victory's name. This being from the great silence, the divine director so true, is authority o'er our life streams, he commands the ascension too. For all who will give obedience and adore the mighty I am. He clothes us in raiment of splendor, now we hold his own blessed hand. He fires us too with his feeling, blazing forth here, his great command, each word, a cup of his power, to help us accomplish life's plan. Of wisdom, he is the director, his gifts all the powers of light, we enfold him in love forever, and are charged with his own great might. He is friend, defender, and champion, makes us victors by his heart's love. He is real. Transcendent. Eternal. He directs all below and above. Great beloved divine director, God's presence, among men he moves. He is glorious. Supreme. All master. The law of the silence, he proves. Come enter now into his wisdom, accept all the help that he gives. His glorious light rays are blazing, and through them in us, he now lives.